Good morning, my darlings. How are you today? Happy Sunday morning, actually. Um, it's Sunday, and I'm just waking up. Well, I should say I'm just powering up. I've been up a while, and I'm just checking to see what's going on with Meghan and Harry, and it says here that they could be fair game at the Oscars. So my first question is, and don't tell anybody that I don't know this, is when is the Oscars? When is it? Like, is it? I'm thinking it's soon, right? Because it's usually in the winter, right? I think it sounds like it's going to be tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Um,
Carpet at the 95th Academy Awards. The first time it's not been red in more than 60 years.
I think the decision to go with a champagne carpet rather than a red carpet shows how confident we are that no blood will be shed.
The question now, with Will Smith banned from the Oscars, how will this year's show handle the controversy?
Oh Lord, have mercy upon my soul. How many chickens have you stole? One last night and the night before, and I'm coming back now to steal many more. Now, I don't even think I want to address that because I was going to say something, but maybe I'm not going to go there. Okay, I'm not going to go there because I'm talking about Meghan and Harry, right? I'm not going to let myself be sidetracked. Now, I'm trying to get some news on the Oscars. I think the Oscars are tomorrow. I saw something just before this one that suggests that it is tomorrow. Where was it though? Oscars 2023. I think it's tomorrow. Okay, so the point though is that oh no. It's tonight. Stop it, Marion. Oh my God. But wait a minute, today is Sunday. Sunday the 12th. The 95th Academy Awards will be presented, of course it's tonight, Marion, on March 12th in a ceremony held by the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences. Okay. In Los Angeles. Okay. So apparently they expect Meghan and Harry, it's tonight. Oh, okay. So I'll have material for tomorrow morning when I wake up, God willing. So they expect Meghan and Harry to be really, I don't know the word, at the Oscars tonight, okay? And what do I think about that? Well, there's nothing they can do about that because everybody's getting in on the party. I mean, it's let's attack Meghan and Harry. Let's get some laughs. Let's make some money. Let's get some clicks. And you know, it is what it is. Now, for all we know, Meghan and Harry could show up at the Oscars to present like a surprise guest. They could ask them to present the last award of the night, actually. Now, that would be a huge media event. So people are expecting them to be insulted and belittled and mocked, which is possible because it's the culture, isn't it? But and they could, they could be in on the joke. And I mean, I think that's the strategy they have to adopt at this point is to be in on the joke and to turn the jokes to monetize it, to monetize it. So it's kind of like if I were in their place, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have a sense of humor when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't really. Who really does? But I think they have enough resources that they can somehow insulate themselves from these blows, and then they can turn around and monetize these blows. And the way that I would do that is that I would write another book, right? I would write another book, and that book would be called what? What do you think I would call that other book? Just tell me your best guess. What am I going to call my follow up to Spare as I monetize the jokes, the butt of the jokes that my wife and I have been for these people and the cruelty and all of the other whatevers that they have thrown at us. What do you think that I am going to do? Right? What am I going to call this book? Right? Twitter trends. What am I going to call this book? Twitter trends? No, I'm going to call this book Un hyphen spared. Unspared is what the second book is, in my view. If I were him, I'm not him, but he is an independent man and he does what he does and it works out, you know. So it's like, I trust his judgment, but I would call the second book Unspared. Okay, I would call it Unspared, and I literally have about 10 people following me on Twitter. I mean, how can this be possible? I have 90 notifications, but I'm afraid to like click on my notifications because there's usually so much horror behind this. I don't even like I put a tweet and I don't care what anybody says about it, but I do need more people to follow me on Twitter because it's just ridiculous. But anyway, I would call it Unspared. Did I say yeah, I would call it Unspared, right? Hyphen, hyphen spared. And the whole book would be about, the whole book would be about, Google, let's check Google. It would be about all of these jokes, all of these insults, all of these people and places and organizations or whatever that have caused us pain in the last several years. And I would literally put it in the book exactly what they said from the pictures all the way down that they used to humiliate us. And I would say what the negative was, and then I would turn it into a positive. Like I would find a positive element of whatever it was that they said about me and my wife. You know what I mean? Like it would be tongue in cheek. It would be tongue in cheek because, the notion that they're doing this not to make us happy, but to make us unhappy, to make us cry, to make us cower, to make us go away, to make us shut up, all of these things. I would monetize it. I would monetize it like you have no idea. I turn it into a book. I put exactly what they have been saying, put the pictures, put the text in that book. And I would explain, okay, so this person said this. And, when we saw this, I just thought, oh my God, it felt like shit, whatever. You'd be honest about, okay, how you felt. And then you'd find a positive spin on that particular story. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you would turn it around into a positive. And then you would almost wish that they would keep it coming. Just keep bringing me your déchets, your filth, your garbage, your evil, your whatever. And then you take it and you put it in the book. Because nothing is uglier than, putting into print what someone has been saying. So for example, like on Twitter, like some of the things that they're saying on Twitter, and then they say that this had nothing to do with Meghan's race. And okay, no problem. So you just take that and forever immortalize it in a book forever, right? But then you don't do it in a way where they win. You do it, you be a part of the joke, right? Right? You're part of the joke. You got the joke. You play along with the joke and you turn it into a positive. You turn it into inspiration for others, right? Especially this kind of stuff. I mean, this is a whole chapter, right? This is a whole chapter, but then you turn it around into a positive. Like it's like, you're in on the joke. You have to be in on the joke. You know what I mean? So the anecdotes. So when Megan and I we went down to Malibu, and we saw this headline about, that we were the butt of the joke in this, what is this thing called again? I don't know, in this South Park, whatever, and we were having like lattes, and it was just like, I don't know, whatever. I don't know your fabulous lives. Okay. But the second book is Unspared, Harry. You monetize their hate. You monetize their mockery. You monetize their vile. You monetize it and you turn it into a positive. Two things, right? And voila. And you say, keep it coming, because the more you do it, I'm just going to monetize it. Just monetize it and buy another island. Buy 3 different islands. I don't give a crap. Do you give a crap? Buy 3 islands. I told you, Megan, buy a house in the Alps. You're not listening to me. You never listen to me. But you did listen to me. You listened to me with that 3-point shot from downtown. That was beautiful, okay? That was you playing offense. You did listen to me, Harry. You did listen to me. It was the most beautiful thing. It gets more beautiful by the day. I mean, it was just Sussex for 3 from downtown. You know what I'm saying? On fire from downtown. 3 points for Sussex. It's kind of like back in like the 80s and 90s when I would watch the playoffs, and Michael Jordan was on the Chicago Bulls, and Scottie Pippen on the Chicago Bulls, and da 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 da. And then on the other side, you had this guy called Hornacek, right? Hornacek was a 3-point shooter for, I think, the Phoenix Suns, maybe, I don't know. But I mean, it would be just Hornacek for 3. And I'd get really angry about this. Like, what the? Like, stop, right? But he was very good at the 3-point shots. You just throw your 3-point shots, right? You come out with your second book. It's called Unspared. And you turn all of this into a positive. That's what you do. And into a joke. Just make it a joke. Just monetize it. And then buy an island, right? And tell them, keep it coming. These are coins that they're dropping in your bank account. Keep it coming.